Hey everybody, we're back for more Hearthstone. This is episode 2 in our Naxxramas. Uh, what would we call it? What to call it? Naxxramas series, I suppose, would be the most accurate term. Last episode we showed everything that came with the free Arachnid quarter. So we're gonna just focus in on...
Nothing can defeat North.
So, we're gonna focus on the Plague Quarter and just show you what the first 125, 150, 200, I think it was 200, yeah, I think it was like 200 gold. It somehow bounced out to be 700, I don't know. Maybe it didn't bounce out. So, you get 3 new heroes. Let's see, whenever an enemy dies, raise a 1/1 skeleton. This is an active power. So literally, it just happens. No mana at all. Let's go in here and just see his beginning. See him on easy mode. What his health was at. North the Plague Bringer.
Another soul for the collection.
You asked for it.
It's kind of weird they put in all these individual assets that now on tablets in particular is going to take up space. I mean, just for these individual assets.
Hello.
Die, trespasser.
So active ability, we will see that when we take him on for real in the hard mode. For me, this is the first time I've even attempted the hard mode on probably any of the characters. I had no motivation to try hard mode, heroic mode, whatever they want to call it. So here's his active ability. Whenever an enemy dies, it is a 5/5 skeleton. It was, let us go back and look at what it was on normal. A 1/1 skeleton. So major increase in difficulty. And I guess this is, how can I not say that's just a failure that they put in a hard mode for the adventure mode that was just super overpowered when even the original was a little too overpowered. Whatever team was working on this just did not think about balance at all.
You asked for
They
it.
just wanted to have wild and crazy things. And they certainly corrected and steered the ship right when they came out with Goblins versus Gnomes. It's good that we're looking at this really after Goblins versus Gnomes because we're seeing them do it right versus Naxxramas, which is really just them doing it wrong. So, whenever an enemy dies, raise a 5/5 skeleton. 45 health, 230.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Now it's only an enemy that has to die. So you can kill their guys without fear.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Seems like he wants...
Rise and fight once more!
5/5 skeleton. Apparently he wants to play some secrets.
Job's done.
Hey! Hey!
Now to do 1 damage would normally kill a 1/1 skeleton. It's just the fact that, you know, now we're not doing 1 damage, we're doing freaking way more.
Job's done.
So we need to do like 1 damage to each of the guys. Which the 7 mana deal 4 damage to everybody will do that. And we can clear off all of that.
I'm not ready.
But he's not gonna even give me time to do that. I'm gonna be lose so fast. It would certainly take a lot of thought. I mean, how are you gonna make a deck where the guys just don't die?
Hagen sent me a message telling me that he promises not to kill you if you don't play any cards against him.
Now, I think I did something by accident that brought back the vocals because he's only supposed to say that once. Alright. Deal 2 damage to the leftmost enemy minion. Interesting. See what he looks like on easy, and then we'll see what he looks like on hard.
Jaina versus Hagen
Hagen.
the Unclean. You think you're safe here?
You asked for it. Hello.
I don't have time for this nonsense.
Job's done.
It's nice that they put one response in there that you could find. That's it, though. That's all they really did. Deal 2 damage to the leftmost minion for 1 mana. That's a little overpowered. I think 2 mana for doing 2 damage to the leftmost.
You win.
Fine, but we certainly have the mage's ability, which is 2 mana to do 2 damage to do 1 damage to anything. So that'd be pretty balanced. Now let's see what his ability is. It's 0 mana to deal 3 damage to the leftmost minion. So let's do this challenge now. Play for real. 0 mana, so each turn
Jaina versus
he can do
Hagen the Unclean.
3.
You think you're safe here?
You asked for it.
So and it's leftmost to you, which is so why even put this guy out is the question. If you bring this guy out, he's just gonna attack it. So you might as well just end your turn. He's got a void color demon here.
Do I have to?
So he's playing demon decks. Again, why bring this guy out if you can't do anything with it? Best I can do is hit his face. He's playing it even though it's not doing anything. He's been
I will
programmed
enjoy watching you die.
destroy one of his mana crystals. Alright. So let's see, we can do this. Let's see. Now I could
I
put
will
out like
enjoy
Starlock.
watching you die.
Let him take the brunt of a couple of attacks. Could do that, yeah. He's got me down to 12.
Do I have to?
So let's see, if we put Stalik here and this here, the turn before this, the 5th turn, was the first turn I could play a character really. Because he's gonna do that, and then next turn he'll do that, even if there was a next turn. So, I'm not saying any of these are impossible. I'm just saying it's very unlikely. Very, very unlikely you're gonna do any of them on heroic. I don't think a lot
Just
of...
being nearby Lotheb causes your flesh to rot. So I recommend a melee class.
So, deal 3 damage to the enemy hero for 2 mana. Now see, you could certainly put Lenovo in here and balance it out by just making it cost 3 mana. That would be super easy to add that character. Play as Lenovo. His ability is deal 3 damage for 3 mana. Because we have the hunter that does 2 damage for 2 mana, it would just, that would be easy, that would be balanced. I can't think of any other way it would be balanced. I can't really think that wouldn't be balanced. You could go all the way. You could have one that does 4 mana
Jaina
crystals to do
versus
4 damage, and all the way up to 10 mana to do 10.
You asked for it.
There you would have 8 characters you could add right then and there. 75. Notice Lenovo on the easy mode has 75 health. So there's tricks that start getting played. Because you're thinking, how in the world are you gonna beat something with 75? How in the world did I beat with 75 health? There are tricks in the cards he plays that help you out. So, probably not gonna help me out too much on heroic, but we'll try. So for 0 mana now, this is how you don't have a balanced character. 0 mana, deal 3 damage to the enemy here. That means in 10 turns, guaranteed loss. Cannot win the game at all if it takes you more than 10 turns. 10 of his
Jaina
turns.
versus Lotheb.
I see you.
You asked for it.
Alright, so here we see a spore. Give all enemy minions plus 8 attack. 99 health. So I need a minion out on the field before I kill that guy. It'd be pretty dumb to play this and waste this. So he plays these spores. I need to go look and see if I can find Death Charger as a card. I have not seen it. We will do that. Alright, so now if we play this 0 list, and then just play this.
Job done.
Now you have a 9-1 card. And you can see how, if you do enough of that, you can get your guy ups. Your guys. What was the... Spore's ability? I think it said all your minions. So if we had a whole deck just full of that stuff. just had a full deck here of characters, then definitely would. It's not a very good card. Deal 3 damage to your hero for charge 1 mana. So alas, that's the end of this battle. I'm not sure if the spores does give +8 when you play them on the easy mode, but that's how I beat them before, was the spore strategy. So let's just answer this question and see if we can go into crafting mode and find Death Rattle. Let's see. I bet it is a neutral card. I could search if I got up to type it, but I'm not gonna bother with that. Looking for Death Rattle, Death Rattle, Death Rattle. No, he's not a 5 mana thing. Fin Creeper. Oh, what we can do is we can sort by the Naxxramas set. And then go to crafting mode. Now we're in crafting mode. Include soulbound cards. Alright, so this will show us exactly the Naxxramas cards. So we got poison seeds for Druid. We got web spinner. We got duplicate. Really? Duplicate was in the Naxxramas. Avenge. Dark cultist. People play that all the time. Auburn ambusher. Reincarnate. Void caller. Despite. We're not showing, let's see, gold card versions. We can make gold card versions of these cards, but no Death Rattle. So they must have just decided that it was not balanced enough. I mean, they didn't even bother to give us the card. This is the Naxxramas set. Let's go back to all sets. And then let's see if we can find Death Rattle here. Maybe it wasn't even, maybe it is a soulbound card that was before Naxxramas. It's below a 5 mana thing though, I know it is. Sorry this is taking so long, but this has my interest peaked. Come on, Death Rattle, are you there? There certainly were a lot of cards in Naxxramas that were not put in there into actual play. It is really just like the collection of cards that they could never get balanced. And they couldn't get in there. And I guess that's why they ended up with only freaking 13 cards they gave you, is that they thought up all these cards and then somebody came back and said, no, You can't have those in the decks. They're not balanced. They would totally mess up the game. Or at least they thought they would, but then they came out with Goblins versus Gnomes, and all those cards feel super overpowered. So, who knows? Maybe they should come back. Maybe they should come back for Naxxramas and just say, you know what, we screwed up. Let's take all those cards that we invented and put them back in, put them in the game. Death Rattle doesn't look that crazy. So for the second week, we got Hunter and Mage. Let's do this. Rexa, a Hunter, versus Lotho.
Rexa versus Lotheb!
I see you.
Let the hunt begin.
Interesting game here. Look, we're gonna trade off all 3 of these, and you know what we're gonna get? 3 more web spinners. As far as I understand it, this is a deck of 30 cards of just web spinners. That's it. We're gonna beat the 75.
Job's done.
We're gonna beat the 75 health Litho, who can do 3 damage to me, and will kill me in 10 turns. And we're gonna do it, probably. Every time one of these guys dies, you get another random card.
Job's done.
Random beast card.
Naxxramas is ours.
So it's 1, 2, and 3. Attack the face. It's gonna get a +1/+1. Whenever a minion dies, gain +1 attack. Well, that is fine for me. So it's just gonna go 1, 2, 3. Get a random beast. I'm getting all these high level cards though. Let's see.
Job's done.
Put a random pirate from your deck into your hand. Interesting. So, destroying a minion, beasts have charge. Let's put this in. I have no pirates in my hand. That was pointless. Didn't think that through. Of course I have no pirates in my hand. Why would I? Okay, so you play this guy. That gives everything charge now. So deal 1 damage. Destroy Murloc and gain +2/+2. Here's Godzilla. So we've got potential here. Let's see, what do we need to do? We need to sacrifice the time this minion takes damage, double its attack. Nope. See, Death Rattle, Death Charge or whatever, 1 mana. He was never allowed in. Or maybe he was allowed in and he was just, you know, quietly taken out and I never saw it.
Job's done.
With 1 health, am I gonna make it? No. But you could certainly see how this deck of 30 web spinners could, if you get lucky, turn into a winning deck. Now we have a mage taking on Hagen the Unclean. So I think we did, yeah, we do 1 of each character's very special deck. They spent a lot of time thinking these decks up, and it's cool and all. But man, I would have rather had Death Charger in the game at this point.
Jaina
1 more card.
versus Hagen the Unclean.
I mean,
You think you're safe here?
You asked for it.
maybe it was in the game and it was banned, but there's plenty of cards, other cards. Whenever an enemy casts a spell on a minion, summon a 1/3 as a new target. What? It's a secret. It only happens once, of course. Yeah. For a second there, I thought that was just an active ability. I'm like, what? Just always? There you go. Death Rattle put a secret on your thing. Triggered Death Rattles twice. 1 mana to the leftmost enemy. So,
Why do you
if I can bring this guy out on the 3rd turn. Let's see. We'll bring this guy out on the 3rd turn, this guy on the 4th turn.
I will blow your mind.
Both players draw 2 cards and gain a mana Mind Apocalypse. Another card never allowed in the game, as far as I know. I'm just talking out of my butt about that stuff too. I mean, I don't know for sure if that's true.
I'll show them. I'll show them.
Job's done.
Show them all.
Getting all these secrets. Let's see. Counter spelling.
From the void I come.
Alright. So, with 4 mana, put these guys out.
It will consume you.
And use this guy. And go ahead and use this guy. He's gonna use his spell for 1 mana. Almost certain.
Summon me.
Death Rattle take control of a random enemy. Battle cry. Let's see. Play this.
We have many secrets.
Play this. And play this. And then
Fools.
here and here.
Job's done.
Summon me.
He's wasting all his cards. Two copies. Sweet. So, what do we want to do? We want to do this. We want to do this.
Job's done.
It's like they're making it difficult for me to even lose.
I'll do that.
These decks are not legal decks by any sense of the word. They've definitely put things in. When your hero takes fatal damage, prevent it and become immune. This is a card I do believe you can actually play. It's pretty overpowered, but I like it.
Fools! As you wish.
Let's see. Let's just go ahead and take this guy out.
Job's done.
From the void I come. From the void I come.
I think my whole deck at this point is I'm just completely out of death rattles.
Mind if I roll need?
Let's see.
Fools!
I'm out of secrets at this point. I'm
Job's done.
pretty much sure of it. With 13 cards
Why do you fall?
left. Let's see. Take control of a random enemy.
I have no time for games.
I'll show them. I'll show them all! Hey, give me that! Ah! Fools! Fools!
Job's done.
Death rattle, draw a card. So I'm really just wrecking them. Yeah, no secrets. Here we go. If you control a secret at the end of your turn, freaking
Take heart.
get more attack.
Your mother is near.
What is this gonna do? 2 damage?
Fools!
So we'll
Let
just go
none
ahead
survive.
and attack the face.
Job's done.
Now if this guy over here dies and he doesn't have characters, I can't take control of it. And that would be a shame. Next secret you play is 0.
We have many secrets.
So let's see, here, and here, and let's just for the fun of it, click this one ourselves. Take control, because we love taking control. And then should have taken a shower. So you're getting to see what they say when they lose most of the time, if I can beat them. It's probably the same thing. And that would have been the second week of Naxxramas, would have been the plague quarter. And that was somewhere between 150 and 200 gold. Just these 3 challenges on easy and heroic, and those 2 extra classes. We will do the 3rd week in the next episode. Thank you for watching. As always, like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of the video. Once we're done with Naxxramas, we will be back to regular games, so just stick through this. These are just a look back since I never showed it to you. Have a good evening.